Lena stood alone, hands tied in the cold, bright light of the Empire's court. Around her, alien judges watched with cold eyes. The Emperor himself laughed at her. "You thought the truth would save you," he said. Millions across the galaxy watched in silence. Then came the order, death by firing squad. But just before the shot, Lena smiled. A quiet, strange smile, and she whispered something only she knew. Why wasn't she afraid? What did she know that no one else did? The screen replayed her final moment again and again. Lena's lips moved, a whisper no one heard. But somewhere, deep in space, a hidden signal lit up. Old machines woke. Forgotten codes ran. Across the stars, secret humans rose from hiding. One phrase started it all. Dawn will rise. The Empire didn't know it yet, but their end had just begun. What was she planning? Who was listening? Far from the eyes of the galaxy, on a silent, dead moon, something stirred. Dust-covered machines groaned to life. Lights blinked in dark halls long forgotten. A signal had reached them. Lena's words had unlocked something ancient. Project. Dawn was awake. The Empire thought this moon was empty. They were wrong. Now, deep beneath the surface, a plan centuries in the making was beginning. What had they built here, and why had the Empire tried to forget it? 100 years ago, he was a genius, the Empire's top scientist. He built weapons they never dared to use, but when he refused to obey, they erased his name. They said he died. But his mind lived on, hidden in code, waiting. Lena wasn't just fighting for freedom. She was finishing her father's war. The Empire thought they buried the past. They were wrong. Very wrong. What had he created before they silenced him? And how did his voice return after 100 years? A single signal cut through every channel, every screen, every voice in the galaxy. It told the truth, the Empire's lies, their crimes, their stolen power. Across planets and ships, people stopped and listened. Soldiers dropped weapons. Pilots refused orders. The truth was out, and it burned like fire. The Empire scrambled to shut it down, but it was too late. Hearts had changed, minds had opened, and now the galaxy would never be the same. What was in that signal? And how did one girl break the strongest empire in history? The Empire tried to stop the signal, but the damage was done. Lies were exposed. Allies turned to enemies. Generals fought each other. On planet after planet, people rose up. One Imperial commander took his whole fleet and joined the rebels. Inside the war room, panic grew. The Emperor shouted orders, no one followed. For the first time in centuries, the Empire wasn't feared, it was hated. And from the shadows, more soldiers began to defect. How deep did the rot go? Was the Empire falling apart from within? The rebels made their move a full attack on the Empire's capital planet. Ships clashed in the skies. Lasers lit up the night. The Empire fought hard, but the rebels had something new. Ancient weapons, powered by Dawn's code. The planetary shield flickered, then failed. A voice echoed through the city. This ends tonight. The Emperor refused to flee. He stood tall until the ground shook beneath him. Something or someone was inside the walls. The gates opened from within, and the enemy marched in. Who had betrayed him? And how long until the heart of the Empire fell? The capital burned. Smoke rose from shattered towers. Civilians fled as rebels stormed the streets. The Emperor stood in his throne room, alone, watching it all fall apart. His guards were gone. His generals had vanished. A final message flashed on his screen. You killed her. Now you die with your lies. He tried to escape, but every door was locked by unseen hands. Dawn had control. The people cheered outside. The once feared ruler now whispered one word, no. Was this really the end? And who was pulling the strings of fate? The Emperor was gone. His throne lay in ruins. His name was now a curse. In a final trial, his crimes were shown to the galaxy, all thanks to Dawn's hidden records. No one spoke for him, no one defended him. He died alone, forgotten by those who once bowed to him. The empire he built crumbled into dust. And as the last flag fell, something new rose from the ashes. Freedom, but at what cost? Was this justice or revenge? And who really won the war? 1 year passed, the galaxy changed. New leaders rose, not kings or emperors, but people who remembered the truth. Lena's name was carved in stone, spoken with hope. Children grew up without fear of the Empire's shadow. Dawn's code was saved, just in case, in a quiet city. A young girl lit a candle before Lena's statue. Above her, the stars shined brighter than before. A voice whispered through the wind, "Through time, dawn will rise," and it had.